Eagle Nation, the time is almost here. Just 24 hours away from an NFC Championship game at the Linc. Throw everything else out in the trash. Throw it away. None of it matters. Anything that's happened up to this point doesn't matter. One game, 4 quarters, 60 minutes for the Eagles to potentially punch their ticket back to the big game. Everything is on the line, and it's time to go out and execute. What is going on, everyone? Welcome into A to Z Philly, your number one home for Eagles coverage. Hit that like button if you are ready for this game. Subscribe by hitting that red button down below. Hit that bell so you don't miss any of the coverage. RB back, bringing you the latest from the Linc. And in just 24 hours, the Linc is going to be buzzing, just like it was prior to the NFC Championship in 2017. Everybody was jumping around, having a time. You just knew they were going to wreak havoc. And that place is going to be loud tomorrow. I cannot wait to see what happens. Here we are. You know, today I'm almost nervous. Not that I think the Eagles are going to come out unprepared or play bad or whatever. I'm just nervous, and I have the nerves going thinking about this whole journey. It's almost like the chills, right? Like the Eagles from their last Super Bowl, then to potentially like hitting rock bottom, and then, you know, having that whole debacle, and then, you know, turning it around this fast. Here they are. Like, the moment is here. This is what you play for. One opportunity to punch your ticket out west to get back to the Super Bowl. What a tremendous ride. What a tremendous journey it has been. But like Jalen Hurts says, the business is still unfinished. Now, I want to start off with the injury report for both teams. Looks a lot better than, you know, people may have expected a couple weeks ago. Here's the Eagles injury report. None. That is right. Lane Johnson is available to play. And guess what? Avonte Maddox may be suiting up. Man, would that provide another weapon on the defensive side for the Philadelphia Eagles. If Avonte Maddox is playing and he's good to go, man, I'll be really, really excited. The 49ers have playmakers, a lot of guys that can, you know, make plays in open space as well. So having Maddox back would be really key for this team. And then for the 49ers, obviously, Jimmy G out with the foot. Elijah Mitchell and Ambry Thomas both questionable to play. Hoping for a healthy, quality game. Cannot wait to see what happens. Now, I want to talk about some bulletin board material real quick before we just get it, because, you know, we broke it down earlier in the week, right? We kind of know what the game plan is. We know what the Eagles need to do. The question is, will they come out and do it? I personally believe the Eagles are the better team. Do you? Let me know your prediction down below. Do you really think the Eagles can win this game? Can they win it handily? Let me know your thoughts. But here's another reason I think the Eagles are going to come out with a little more fuel on the fire. 49ers fans are back in their element in terms of the troll job. Right now, Niners fans did this last year. They ended up sneaking away with a win. This was early in the 2021 season, but the Vikings did this years ago. In fact, the Giants did it last week, but the Vikings did it in 2017 prior to the NFC Championship, and that was a bad decision by them. You know, the Viking fans were out there on the Rocky Steps doing their skull chant and just being weird, just being miserable, and just trying to, you know, poop on the parade of the Eagles, right? And disrespecting the city and the history, the movie, like crazy stuff, man, crazy stuff. But anyway, the Vikings fans saw how that played out. They got whooped 38-7. You think the Niner fans would have a little bit of common sense, maybe do some research, look at what happened before that game. And here they are dressing up the Rocky statue. And it's so funny. They're putting out this fake movie picture and they're calling it Brocky. They're calling Brock Purdy Brocky as the underdog. Okay. Let me tell you something. You know, I like Brock Purdy. I think he's a good kid. He's had a very good ride here. 12-game win streak for the Niners. I don't think this game's going to be necessarily easy or anything like that, but the Philadelphia Eagles and this almost historic defensive front is going to put him on his ass. I'm telling you, the Dallas Cowboys laid out the formula. The Eagles are about to get cooking. That's what's going to happen. The Philadelphia Eagles aren't going to let him sit all pretty Brock Purdy back in that pocket. No. Josh Sweat, Hargrave, Cox, Reddick, BG, all these boys are coming for Brock Purdy, and they are going to make him look like Mr. Irrelevant, what he really, really is. But anyway, man, I can't believe they're doing this. They're adding more bulletin board material. You know the guys see this stuff. You know they see this stuff. You think they would learn. But obviously they do not. And the Eagles are about to deliver the knockout punch. But nonetheless, as I said, the Eagles definitely heard what was going on. Here they are yesterday in practice warming up to, guess what? The music from Creed. So there you go. The stage is set, and man, oh man, I want to talk about my couple keys, just kind of elaborate on those more, and just really talk about my final prediction, how I believe this game will go. But before we do that, shout out to the sponsor here on A to Z Philly. That is BetMGM. And let me tell you guys something, man. BetMGM will turn your loss into a win this weekend with an exclusive offer. Download the BetMGM app and sign up using the promo code ATOZPA. Place a one-game parlay wager with at least 4 legs on any of the games this weekend. And if all the legs except for one hit on the parlay, you will get a free bet up to $25. Once again, you will get your stake back as a free bet up to $25 if all of the legs of your parlay hit except for one. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older, Pennsylvania only, new and existing customer offer. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Okay, man. Okay. What is going to happen this weekend? And speaking of BetMGM, let's talk about a couple quick things, right? The Eagles are a 2.5-point favorite on this game. Will they cover that spread? I'm telling you right now, yes, they will. Yes, they will. I'll give my prediction at the end, but the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win this game, and I'm about to tell you why. But 2.5 points, definitely. I'm taking that spread all day. The Eagles will come out, and I believe this game will be tight at the beginning. I think it might be a little bit low scoring in the first half, but come third quarter, maybe late third quarter, I think the Eagles will go on a drive, and I think that will set it off. I'm not saying neither team's going to score in the first half. I think they will take a couple quality drives, but the Eagles are going to go on a big run in the third quarter, and they're going to have a handily lead, and they'll extend it in the fourth and win, and the confetti will fall in terms of getting back to the Super Bowl, because this is the last time they'll play at the Linc, so all the celebration will go down. And yeah, man, they're going back. They're going to Arizona, baby. But anyway, I'm taking the Eagles on the spread, 2.5. And my other lock bet, I would say, A.J. Brown over 70.5 yards. I'm taking that all day. I think A.J. Brown is going to have a huge play in this game. He's talked about that connection with Jalen Hurts. He has talked all of his career about getting back to this moment. A.J. Brown knows what's at stake. He was a little bit criticized at the end of last week for his body language. He said he was going through pain, and he didn't mean any disrespect or anything like that. But A.J. Brown, man, first year here, the Eagles finally have a franchise wide receiver, and those types of guys, think back to T.O., show up in the biggest games. I think A.J. is going for 100 in this game. I really do. The Niners have a very good defense, and they will throw some different strategic things at the Eagles, but Jalen Hurts is unfazed, and if they protect, which I believe the Eagles O-line will, I think him and A.J. Brown, as well as some of the other guys, Goddard and Devontae Smith, I think they're going to link up for some big plays in this game, especially over the top where the Niners defense has been weak. Now, quickly, my 2 underrated bets for this game, one of them's a chip shot for me. Kenny Gainwell, 11.5 yards. I'm taking Kenny Gainwell on the over. Absolutely. The Eagles will need to incorporate the run game. Even if it's not working at the beginning, if it's a bit stagnant, keep that defense honest. And you saw Gainwell last week go over 100 yards. He will be used again. I'm taking him on the over there. And the other bet, I think Jalen Hurts is going to put it in the end zone. Right now, Jalen Hurts, what is he, a plus 115 anytime touchdown score. 115. He's a plus 750 for the first touchdown score. But I think the plus 115 is a safe bet. I think Hurts will put it in the end zone. The Niners have not had a really good red zone defense as of late, so I think Jalen Hurts is going to punch one in. But anyway, what is my prediction for this game? Like I said, I think the Eagles will have a big hit later on in this game. I think they'll go on a big drive, maybe like a 6-7 minute drive, put one in the end zone. I think the Philadelphia Eagles will win this game 28-17. I think the Eagles are coming strong. I think the Niners will as well. But like I said earlier in the week, Brock Purdy has never been in an environment like the one he is about to see tomorrow. The keys for this game, really, again, You cannot turn the ball over. Whichever team turns the ball over more is going to lose the football game. Both quarterbacks have been clean, but Jalen Hurts needs to stay locked in and focused, and you can't hold the ball. It can't fumble, right? Can't give them short field position. Yeah, you got to win the turnover battle in this game, and you have to stay with that balanced attack. You got to get Miles Sanders, Gainwell going in this game. I know the Eagles want to deliver that knockout punch, right? But they need to continue what they have done. What they did against the New York Giants, if they can replicate that against this Niners team, I don't think it's going to be pretty for San Francisco. And obviously, other than that, you just have to make the big plays, man. You have to make you're going to have to make a big play eventually. And I think Jalen Hurts is a lot more inclined to go downfield. We saw it last week. He hit Devontae Smith early. You're going to need a couple of those big chunk plays. And yeah, man, I think the Eagles are coming ready to play. And on the defensive side, you got to bring pressure. We know this. We know this every week. But you have to make Brock Purdy uncomfortable. You saw what Dallas did to him early, and he was a little bit shaky. I mean, they could not really put together an established drive until later in that game. And once they did, the Dallas offense just had no answer. But the difference is that the Philadelphia Eagles have all these weapons. The Eagles are able to put up points at the snap of a finger, and they're going to be able to counteract a lot of what the Niners do. I think the Niners defense will come ready to play. I just don't think the Niners have enough to do what it takes to come into Philadelphia and upset the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm picking the Eagles 28-17, going back to the bowl, man. I am so excited. Years ago, watching the NFC Championship, I was just kind of, nervous. And it was the first Super Bowl, right? And it was like the first journey. Now I'm actually a lot more relaxed. The job is not finished yet. We'll see how they come out, how they approach this game. Get a lead early. That is important. Have that security blanket. And Jalen Hurts, go out and do this for us and lead this team back to a Super Bowl. Give me your predictions down below. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hit that like button and subscribe. And like always, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.